For multiplication of matrices, there is a trick, and we will look at, I'll first look at a 2 by 2 and a 2 by 1 matrix, a 2 by 2 and a 2 by 2 matrix, and then like those kind of, we look at different dimensions of a matrix. So multiplication, look at the trick here. So assume that A is a 2 by 2 matrix and B is a 2 by 1 matrix. A times B will result to a 2 by 1 matrix. I'm trying to say that AB should be a 2 by 1 matrix. The trick is this: 2 by 2 times a 2 by 1. The resulting answer should be this. So this and this will give me a 2 by what? 1 matrix. We'll take an example and then we'll see. So for any dimension of a matrix, the first of the first matrix, then the last of the second matrix, dimension of the matrix, gives you the resulting matrix for the product. So if A is 2 by 2 and B is 2 by 2, the resulting answer will be this and this. So the resulting answer will be 2 by 2 matrix. If A is 3 by 3 matrix and B is a 3 by 1 matrix, the resulting answer for multiplication, A times B, will give me a 3 by 1 matrix. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Okay, so one example. So given, let me even teach how to do the multiplication. So giving A as A, B, C, D and B as say E, F. We want to find A times B. So A times B becomes like A, B, C, D. B multiplied by E, F. This is very, very critical. You have to pay attention here. What we do with the multiplication is that we will take this column, this is a column, and then we'll multiply with this. So it's like A, B, C, D. What I'm saying is that when I try and I'll write it as E and F. So I'll take it and turn it like this, so I'll have E and F. So this will multiply this, and it will add to this times this. Similarly, this will multiply this, and it will add to this times this. So it will be like, this one will be like A times E plus B times F. Then you have C times E plus D times F. Let's make this 1. Then 2. Giving A to be A, B, C, D, and B to be E, F, G, H. Now let's look at this. We'll first tackle the first column and then we'll do the second column of B. So A times B becomes, what I'm saying is we'll take the first one, we'll multiply just like this one, and we'll do the same thing for the second one. So you can do rough, if it's work that until you are perfect, you can do rough work. So what you can do is that you take the E and the G. So okay, you have A times E plus B times G. Bring comma. So you have C times E plus D times G. Then we are done with this first one. Then we take the second one, the F and the H, and go through the same process. So F and H, so we have A times F plus B times H, then C times F plus D times H. That would be the resulting answer for the 2 by 2 matrix for each of them. We will take work examples. Then we'll look at the 3 by 3 matrix. So let's do for the 3 by 3 and we'll take example for each of the examples I give. So number 3, given that A is equal to A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, and B is equal to I, so J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R. So A times B. In this case, we have 3 by 3. So A times B, we'll do the same thing. We'll take the first of B, we'll multiply, then comma, we'll take the second column, multiply, and comma, the third column. So we have A, so I have J, M, P. That is the first column. So A times J plus B times N plus E times P, comma. So I have to do for the rest. So D, J, E, N, F, P, comma, J, G, H, M, I, P. So I'm done with the first column. Then I'll take the second column. So that becomes K and Q. So I'll have A times K plus B times N plus E times Q. Note that all these things we are doing, both the addition and subtraction, we have calculator tricks. After that, I'll take you through calculator tricks. But because you have to show working, you have to go through it so that you understand it perfectly. When you are doing it, you can use the calculator to get the answers fast, put them somewhere, then go through the process, and then ensure that you, at least if nothing at all, you can write the answer that will take you to square everything right. So we have D, K, E, N, F, Q. We have G, K, plus H, and plus I, P. Then we are left with the last column. That is the L-O-R. So L-O-R. So we have A times L plus B times O plus, oh, this is C, sorry. So we have C, okay. So plus C times R. Then D, L plus E, 0, oh, sorry, plus F, R. Then we have J, L plus H, O plus I, R. So that becomes, when you do the addition, that will become your solution for the 3 by 3 matrix multiplication. We are going to take examples. So you have to understand. And so work the example. We start with a 2 by 2 and a 2 by 1 matrix, 2 by 2 and 2 by 2, 3 by 3 and 3 by 3. So work the example. given that A is equal to 2, 4, 6, 5, 6, and B equals 2, 3. Find A times B. Solution. A times B becomes 2, 4, 5, 6 times 2, 3, 2, 3. So like I said, it's like you bring this one on top, you multiply and add. So you get 2 times 2 plus 4 times 3. Then 5 times 2 plus 6 times 3. Then you have 4 plus 12. 10 plus 18. Then you are going to get 16 and then 28. This is a 2 by 1. So like I said, if you have a 2 by 2 multiplying a 2 by 1, the resulting answer should be this and this, which is what? A 2 by 1, as we've gotten here. So now you will understand more. So this is one example. When you have a textbook, you can solve more examples with 2 by 2 and a 2 by 1 matrix. So after you copy it, and then I'll give time for you to copy, then we'll do another example. So we'll do example under each of them. So first, after this, I'll go through with you the calculator trick. So you let me write the multiplication and other things. So now I have like A, 2, 4, 5, 6. I have B, like 2 and 3. So the next one to I will maintain this one. I'll just maintain this one. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now let's do 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. So what we are going to do, we are only going to change the B. So the B will make it 2, 2, 3, 1, 2. So I'll write it here because when I come to the calculator trick, I may like to use the same thing. Okay. So now 2 by 2. So a 2 by 2, by the dimensions, we have a 2 by 2 matrix. So this is 2, 4, 5, 6 multiplied by 2, 3, 1, 2. So like I said, we'll deal with the first column of the B will multiply and add, and then we'll deal with the second. So we have now 2, so someone will try and write it small. And it's 2 multiplied to 4 will multiply, so 2 multiplies 2 plus 4 will multiply 1. Then you bring your comma. Then 5 will multiply 2. Then 6 will multiply 1. Another comma. Now we are left with the second row. So the person will also bring 3, 2, small. So you have 2 multiplying the 3, and then 4. So plus 4 multiplying the 2. Then you have 5 multiplying the 3 plus 6 multiplying the 2. So 2 plus, so this one gives you 4. 4 plus 4, comma, and then I have 6 plus 8, 10 plus 6, 15 plus 12. The resulting answer becomes 8. 4 plus 4 is 8, 6 plus 8 is 14. Then 10 plus 6 is 16. Then 15 plus 12 is 27. So you can keep this in mind, write it somewhere when we do the calculator tricks. Then we will see the answer that we're going to get. So the next example will be a 3 by 3 matrix. A 3 by 3 matrix. A 3 by 3 matrix. Okay. So now I'm going to change the matrix that I've given you. So now the A becomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then my B becomes, for 3 by 3, everything will become plenty. Now make it 2, 1, 4, 3, 5, 6. Then let me make it 7. I'll bring 6, 9, 8. So solution. This one may require a larger amount of. So find A times B. So I have my A. Then I'll take the first column of the B. I'm at time we write it on top small. So 2, 3, 6. So my 1 will multiply the 2, the plus 2 will multiply the 3, then 3 will multiply the 6. And I bring my comma. So I'll do this in 4 the entire A. So I have 4 multiplying 2, 5 multiplying 3, 6 multiplying 6. Then I have 7 multiplying 2, 8 multiplying 3. Then I have 9 multiplying 6. Then we go to the second column of. So I'll take the second here, then I'll multiply with the A. So somehow we write 5, 1, 5, 9. So 1, 5, 9. So you have 1 times 1 plus 2 times 5 plus 3 times 9. So we are just repeating the A's and we are multiplying. So you have 4 times 1 plus 5 times 5 plus 6 times 9. Then you have 7 times 1 plus 8 times 5 plus 9 times 9. Then comma, comma. Then we are left with the last entries. So this will come and multiply it. So someone also will write it small on it. So you have 1 times 4 plus 2 times 7 plus 3 times 8. Then 4 times 4. 4 times 4 plus 5 times 7 plus 6 times 8. Then you have 7 times 4 plus 8 times 5 plus 7, 8 times 7, sorry. Then you have plus 9 times 8. So here, if you are good, you can try and solve it without calculator. But if you are not too sure, you can take your time. Now, this means 2 plus 6 plus 18. You can try and do the upper ones first. Comma 1 plus 10 plus 27. Comma 4 plus 14 plus 24. I don't know if I'm right. 3 times 8, 24. Yeah, let me use that calculator. 3 times 8, 24. Okay. So 4, then I come to the next row. I have 8 plus 15 plus 36. And I have 4 plus 25 plus 6 times 9 is 54. Let me use my calculator. 6 times 9, 54, so I'm right. Okay, so then the next one will be 4 times 4, so we have 16 plus 5 times 7 is 35. Then 6 times 8 is 48. Let me verify. 48, so I'm right. So 48. Then 7 times 2 is 14. 8 times 3 is 24. 9 times 6 is 54. So plus 54. So 7 plus 8 times 5 is 40. 9 times 9 is 81. Then we have 7 times 4 is 28. 8 times 7. 8 times 7 is what? 56. 8 times 8 times 7. 56. You take your, if you are not sure, take your time, use your calculator. But if you are not careful, complacency setting, you think you are doing the right thing and you are wrong. These are things that people make mistakes. So then the last one is 9 times 8, which is, I think, 72. So 72. The values are very big. So one thing you should know that matrix multiplication is applied in quantitative finance, where they can give you a matrix. You multiply this by this. So it's very important that you pay attention. If you are this HS, you want to further with mathematics, you have to pay attention. In economics and finance, both matrix multiplication really matters. Okay, so now we take our time and add them one by one. Wow. So 2 plus 6 plus 18 gives me 26. You can take your time and do it. I did it like 2 plus this gives me 20 plus the 6 gives me the 26. Everybody is how they do their calculation. Now this 1 plus 10 plus 27 will give me 38. So I have 38 here. Then 4 plus 14 plus 24 will give me 42. So I'll have 42. Let's use that. 4 plus 14 plus 24. 42, yes. I'm done with the first row. And the second row becomes 8 plus 15 plus 36. If you are not too sure, like I'm not sure, I'll use my calculator. 5 plus 15 plus 36. 59. I have 59. Then 4 plus 25 plus 54. This gives me 58. This gives me something like 83. But let me use my calculator. 4 plus 25 plus 54. 83. So I'm right. 83. Then we do the last one. 16 plus 35 plus this I will use my calculator. No. Yes. That's why they give the calculator. It's out there to help you. You have 14 plus 24 plus 54. So calculator will help you do it fast and avoid mistakes. 92. 4 plus 40 plus 81, 128. Then 28 plus 56 plus 72 is 156. So that is multiplication of the matrix. You can keep this answer somewhere so that when you go to the multiplication using the calculator trick, at least you should be able to get the same answer. So 2, 1, 4, 3, 5, 7, 6, 9, 8. Okay. So the next lesson will be determinant of the matrix. I want to touch on them all. They will take time to go through the calculator, please.